Welcome to another episode of Dads in Progress Podcast. I'm your host, Sport, and I got two guys with me that if a woman was walking across the street and there was a puddle, they'll lay their jacket down. How we doing, fellas?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, Hav? How you feeling, Hav?
I'm good. What's up, Five? Man, we in the building again.
Yeah.
Episode 85, baby.
It's 85?
Yeah, 85.
We moving, man, you know.
Well, we were remiss not to start. How was Mother's Day for y'all? Not saying that y'all mothers, but I know everybody got a special woman in their life. We come from.
I ain't a mother. I'm a mother maker.
Yeah.
But,
Half went in. Half went in on Mother's Day.
Yeah, I was. They told me I couldn't get a plate, man, at work because I wasn't a mother. So I had to tell them I'm a mother maker. Put some more gravy on my food.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I went to work actually. If anybody know where we worked at, Mother's Day is the worst day to go to work because ain't nobody at work. It was dead, but I picked the easy post, got out there at 3, chilled, let my my stepdaughter, let my lady have her day. She went to the movies with her cousins and all that.
Yeah,
It was cool.
Yeah.
Everything was cool.
What about you, Five? What you
Yeah, I played work too, man. I worked a double for me, but same with Hav, man. Just made sure
everything was cool.
Made sure everything was cool. I did get a chance to spend some time with my mom. Some quality time, so that was cool. And I think for me now it's just, as a kid, Mother's Day was just like a day for me where I just kind of like let go by. You know what I mean? And it didn't really have anything to do with gifts, but even like the quality time and just doing something different, I didn't really understand that until I got older. Mm-hmm. So now I'm just trying to, go out my way a little bit for Mother's Day. You know what I mean? Especially now that our parents is getting older. So I feel like, it's my job to, be there and just make sure, my mom she feels that love on that day. Even though, like I said, growing up, I always felt like, I made her proud and, I tried to do things. But, now as being an adult, since I don't spend that much time with her, I feel like Mother's Day count. You know what I mean?
I actually, not the piggyback, but I actually did the opposite. I went to work to duck my mom. Yeah. I ain't know what to get her, man. It was hard. We come a long way from when you could do the macaroni noodles and stuff like that. And gifts like that. I don't be knowing what to get her. So I just was like, I'm going to go to work, man. I'll see if I spent the day before that with her. Oh, wow. So I was down there talking to her for like the whole Saturday or whatever the case.
Well, we must be twinning because I went to work too. I guess that's what we do. Yeah, I went to work too, but I made sure, my mom got some flowers and stuff like that. My mom, she a Jehovah's Witness, so she don't celebrate it. But she tried to get her, like, you know what I mean? You said you don't celebrate it, so we gonna wait. So I always get her, like, probably this weekend we probably go somewhere and all that. And then my big thing was making sure the kids get like a greater sense of how to appreciate their mom. So they learn that and they keep that with them. Yeah. Okay. So it's like, my thing is like, I'm showing y'all to make sure it's Mother's Day. Y'all get y'all mom something. So it's coming out of my pocket now. But soon y'all gonna get to that age where y'all start working and all that. Yeah. Go do it yourself. So they did a little arts and craft joints for her, and then we got her something from Numb. It ain't from me at all. It's from Numb. Cause we gang war activated this week. Yeah. But I think that's thorough too. Like, it's still like gang war activated with me and her over something, but it's from the kids, so it don't have nothing to do with me. Right. So like I had to put that what we beefing over to the side to make sure her kids got her something for Mother's Day. So
somebody asked me that too. Like, respectable. Do you still, even though you're not with your kid's mom, do you still like get them a gift for Mother's Day? Because they are the
your
mother
kids older though.
That shit ain't had that been stopped happening. Yeah. But because it's Mother's Day and they're the mother of your children, do they deserve a gift from you even though you're not with them?
How you feel about that, Hav?
Me personally, no.
Like, from you or from the kids?
From me.
Like, cause my kid's that young, so it's like.
So I used to do that when my kids was young, like do it from the kids. But like from us, being as though they're the mother of our children, do they deserve a gift? From us. I don't believe so, me personally. I think that's like blurring the lines. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give my lady a gift because that's, that's my active, and I see her every day with the children, well, her daughter, whatever. So I know how good of a mom she is. Not saying that my kid's mom not good. She's a great mom.
We going off of we going off of stats now.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. The report card
because I don't want that to be my words all messed up. Not saying she ain't a good mom, but I feel as though once we done. I don't believe that we should still give each other gifts. She don't even call me or text me for Father's Day or my birthday. So
I'm waiting to get to that point.
Why am I still, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's crossing boundaries though, because I'm looking at it on the flip side. Like, yeah, I feel like it is. You know what I mean? Because you know, you in a whole relationship, you moved on. I can't see my lady still giving her, you know what I mean, some cologne and you know what I mean. Yeah. His favorite T-shirts that he used when y'all was dealing with each other.
I bought him a couple low tees.
Yeah, I just
because he had to.
You know what I mean? Like no, like it's
no.
Yeah, we ain't
gotta let that go.
I think that blurred the line. So
a text cool though. Text cool. Shoot a text.
Yeah, I did that. I shot
shoot a text.
Yeah.
Nope.
Have don't even want to text.
I posted on my page. Yeah. I posted a picture of all my kids and said Happy Mother's Day.
I saw that. Yeah.
She wasn't in the picture though.
Yeah.
Just Happy Mother's Day.
I think
that was my text.
We did the begging. This wasn't even on our joint, but this cash at me type joint. Like y'all gotta stop doing that. Like people in general, but it's women. But stop asking for cash apps. Like stop. And I be wanting to say something about it, but every time I want to say something about it, it's somebody I'm cool with that's doing it. So I feel bad about it. So I be like, damn, they gonna think I'm shooting at them, and I'm really. But I want you to stop too, though. But like, y'all gotta stop that. It's Mother's Day. I'm a mom. Send me something for cash app. No.
For what?
No.
You ain't feeling that?
No. I don't feel that on a birthday or none of that. Don't do that. Like, no, you ain't getting nothing on my child card. But no, let's get into it. We got a jam-packed episode today. We want to tap in on a couple of things. You know, it's a dad podcast, so we always want to talk about something current and something that got to do with fatherhood and stuff like that. If I talk about that clip that we saw.
Yeah, so I came across something, man, and I want to ask y'all a question. So, how y'all feel about this statement? It says, success is earned and not given. Just in general, like, you know what I mean? Just growing up, the perspective is, like, success is earned and is not given.
I think that's true. I think it's very true. It's like... But I think your blessings and stuff like that is not given. But how do you say, like, people think they make their own luck? Yeah. Like, you gotta put yourself in a position to be blessed by somebody. Yeah. So I definitely do think that, like, so I think a lot of times people look at it like, oh, he was in the right place at the right time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't think that'd be the case. Like, you got, like, no difference from, like, a basketball analogy. You can't make the three if you ain't spot up in the right spot. So like, it's your job to get to where you gotta go. So I think success is not given, but some of the opportunities people who have been very successful have reached is because how hard they work to get in those rooms. Like, you know, you gotta put yourself in a position for people to bless you. So I do think that, like, I'm the boy that's driving down the street. If I see somebody holding a sign, that shit like just blow my mind. Like, yo, why the fuck is you standing there holding a sign? Like, get up and work. Like I'm that type of boy. So I definitely wholeheartedly believe that success is earned. You gotta earn it. But I think those people that hit that top level and get blessed and put in situations and they put in them different rooms, you gotta get yourself in some doors. So like Wallow, for example, like Wallow did a lot of like shit that people was laughing at before he got himself in a position where people can really bless him and all that. But he, you know, so that's true.
How you feel, Hef?
I agree to some extent. I feel as though, like, as far as like the kids, as far as a dad and like for our children. So say I'm successful, like I'm this billionaire person, this, that, and the third. Do I make my kids get it from the mud like I did, or do I give them the easy route? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I came from the mud and this shit was super hard for me to get it, and I got it already, then I know for sure, like, I'm gonna make my kids' path a little easier than mine was. Yeah, I want them to know hard work because, you know, hard work makes you the man that you is, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, like, it's not gonna be as hard as my role was. My role was to get successful, whatever the case may be. If I'm able to put them in position, I'm gonna put them in position. Yeah. As a father, I feel like that's what I should do. But at the same time, I should still teach them morals and stuff to know that, like, you know, I got this from the mud, And I had to go through a lot to get to it. Just because I went through it don't mean y'all have to go through it. But at the same time, y'all shouldn't take that for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the lesson I would give them as far as like from a dad to like my children aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that from a dad's perspective. You know, I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
For me, you know, I feel like you could do everything, like nowadays, you could do everything right. Have straight A's, you know what I mean? Do everything right in life, but it still could be something, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm thinking about this day and age where now I feel like it's not really what you know, it's who you know. You feel what I'm saying? So that person, like you might be in that line, right? Because you qualified to be in that line from your credentials, but it might be a person that could skip that line. Not only because they might not even know as much as you, but because they know who at the front door, they could skip that line. So I think now it's just more so like how I want to raise my son. Like, I want you to communicate. I want you to be able to build relationships. I want you to be able to build rapport. I want you to be able to do all these things that's outside of just doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, it can go hand in hand. Yes, I still want you to be a good person, but let's network.
Yeah, you got
you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like networking is important, especially like where we come from in Philly, like the city mindset. Like, it leave you stuck. You feel what I'm saying? And I didn't notice how important networking was until I went to college. So when I went to college, and I'm seeing, like, just for example, everybody just speaking to each other, talking to each other, networking, getting along, exchanging numbers, building rapport. That shit wasn't like that. Yeah, because in the city, like, they make you feel like you Joe or you Dick eating. You feel what I'm saying? So now in my mindset, I'm like, oh no, I ain't used to this.
Or you should be afraid of everything foreign.
Right.
Like anything you don't know, you should stay away from it.
Right. Yeah. So it was a little different. But like I said, I always felt like I missed out on a lot of opportunities and a lot of relationships of just having that city mindset. Yeah. And, you know, if I had any type of information or any type of feedback from my son is, yo, like, don't be afraid to build relationships. Don't be afraid to build rapport. Don't be afraid to talk to people. You know what I mean? Because, you know, one relationship and one network could change your life.
Yeah, that's something we not taught that young. Like, kind of, like a lot of people, I think we got like shelter personalities because, you know, you watching your back all your life and stuff like that, and you taught to be reserved. Right. But we don't have that like outgoing personality because when you come from the hood and crime-ridden neighborhoods, it's not safe to be that way. Yeah. So like it's hard for people to be like that, open-handed and just like welcoming the people. Yeah. But that's the stuff that gets you in to the next door or get you in them rooms where, you know, one thing I do think we do have is like, if you see how Meek moved with all these billionaires and all that, is that like we genuine. Genuine, yeah. Like it's something to be like.
You gotta be yourself.
You gotta be yourself, like, and being okay with being yourself. I think you do have that working for you, but like networking is definitely the key. Yeah. Because, you know, one hand shake another, and that's how you get there. But we sit in this. Jay-Z said it like we got like this crab in the barrel mentality.
There you go.
But crab shouldn't be in the barrel. So he said, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I saw that today.
Yeah, and I feel like, not to cut you off, but I felt like just in the city growing up and just, you know, observing things, the only people that was like really glorified for networking was the hustlers, because it was like if they met another plug or they built a relationship with somebody to make their price better or to benefit their pockets, they was looked at as, all right, that's a good move. But it was times where, you know, like growing up as a kid, if you wanted to switch football teams, it's like, oh, you're not loyal. Like they made everything feel like if you didn't stay committed to your neighborhood or your environment or your friends or your team, that you wasn't loyal. Like, bro, I might be moving on to a better opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not travel all year. Yeah. So now I got a better opportunity to showcase my skills in front of colleges and different people. How does that mean I'm not loyal? Right, you know what I mean? So I think that just the mindset, bro, just, and it'll leave you stuck. Like, it'll have you feeling like, oh, I'm supposed to stay here.
Especially in this city. I think this city just, it got a thing for, like, keeping us down. Yeah. Like, keeping us, like, especially, like, for example, this week, the young boy, LGP Choir. If y'all haven't heard, LGP Choir, very motivational young rapper from Philly or whatever the case may be. He was always on some positive stuff, talking about how to get, you know, us out of the hamster wheel of the city or whatever the case may be. He was attempted robbery that went bad. He wound up getting killed in this city. Like somebody like that, like wow, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know his life, and I don't know if he had other stuff going on, but the perception of him was he was a positive young man doing positive things in this city, and for them the city to take him away like that is crazy to me. Like I feel like that shit really like fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Just being in the city and keep seeing stuff like that. We seen it with
the other young boy too.
I can't think of it, but
Fat G's.
Fat G's. Yeah. We see it with Michio.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like it's like this city just don't want to see you be successful. You know what I'm saying?
What they can't get, they'll take it from you.
Exactly.
Instead of like getting it themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I don't know who taught people that like what you obtain they can't obtain. Like and it could be the parenting and what's being taught, but it's like I thought when you see somebody blaze a trail that you thought that it was something that you could do. Yeah. Like not that.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah. Not something that you should envy and feel like you should take away from them.
Be motivated.
Like, it should motivate you. And that's not like that here. For some reason, it's just here. And it's an oxymoron because it's supposed to be the city of the brotherly love. But even like, and it's not just the crime thing because like, Chicago crime was through the roof, but they still was putting every rapper on and they was putting each other on. And that shit just don't happen here. Like for some reasons we all pit against each other. And the only things that we do come together for is organized crime. Like as far as like the only thing you see that's going on where is multiple people like involved in it is all these YBC and this and that. It's all gang related stuff. That's the only thing that maybe that's the only thing that we highlight, but because it is people out here.
That's true.
Yeah, it is a lot of people out here doing a lot of positive things, like from the No Mo Foundation and stuff like that. So it's stuff like that, but we don't highlight that because what we watch is No Gun Zone and Philly Spot News, and that stuff get highlighted. So, but I digress. But it's just it's a tough place to grow up in, and it just got to make you fear for your kids every time you see somebody else drop like that.
And that was the point. Like it made me think of my kids. Like, damn, like if they could do that to some, because I feel like some people, and not only our city but every city, like some people that should be untouchable. Like if Will Smith was walking around, you wouldn't try to ride Will Smith.
Exactly.
You wouldn't really try to ride Wallow and them like that. Like some people, that young man, that was somebody that should have been untouchable. Like, oh, that's quiet, whatever. Like, no, let him go. Let him go.
Like you would have to like how they say you had to make a call to do something to somebody like that.
Exactly. Rescue. It sent him out.
Now I'm gonna tell you though, that's kind of like weird though, because I was telling somebody else, like you can get sent out fire rescue for anything though. It don't gotta be nothing major. Like
they said critical though. He was in critical condition. But I kinda think he lying.
Yeah.
The boost is his gangster.
He's in general population though. Like he really was in gen pop. Like and
he was mobbing.
Yeah, like I think that's
mom
like
got stuck. Somebody stuck him. I hope he make it out. I don't want to see nobody, die, but
it's crazy.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, it's crazy to me because like how the social media world, they make you feel like, all right, the stars when they when they go to jail or they go to prison, they gotta check in. You know what I mean? They supposed to be on
do PC.
Yeah, they supposed to check in on PC, and then when you see something like this happen, it's like, oh, all right, damn. Now it's like. So it's just like for me, it's like it's just crazy, man.
See, working in the place we worked at, a lot of high profile people they automatically throw you in there. Just to keep from situations happening in the jail. And then you don't want to be the jail that
what you think is
Tory Lanez got killed that like poked up, like you know what I'm saying?
What you think is a bit of pride though, like I be thinking that's be like a big factor in everything with men. Like if they telling you go to PC or whatever, because because I think you a bitch, but I'm worried somebody gonna try to get some clout off your name by doing something to you. But you feel as though your reputation, you can't do it and stuff like that.
I think that was his case for sure.
And that's probably was the case. But look where it got you though. Like that pride is a motherfucker, especially in men. Like that pride is a motherfucker. And it's like you worry about what people say about you being there, but that probably was the best spot for you, just to be away from people.
Just to be away from them.
Because for everybody who gonna show you love is somebody that's gonna hate you just because or whatever the case may be. But
It could have been a diehard Megan fan in there.
Yeah, it could have been a stallion. But either way, I mean, I hate to see anybody get hurt.
Yeah. As much as I dislike him, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to him for sure.
You dislike his music or just him, like his personality?
I think he weird.
You just think he weird?
I think he weird. Shit.
The music, all right. I
don't really tap into him. I don't really. I mean, I don't.
It's like Diet Drake. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. But in other news, y'all see y'all see Shannon Sharp. Did y'all see?
Yeah.
My thing is with like this. Is what I want to ask y'all because I don't want to get into the Shannon Sharp thing. Like, how y'all feel about like dating like super young or like dating like teenagers? Because they legal, but they teenagers. Like, because a lot of people saying like, yo, he shouldn't have had no business with nobody that young anyway, being that old. Like, how y'all feel about dating? What's the age thing y'all feel about dating?
For me, I feel like, all right, just because it's legal is not right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Just because it's legal is not right. I'm always looking at, we talking about dating, right? We got two different lives. You know what I mean? We talking about a 51-year-old. Right. We talking about a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I kind of been around this world twice if I'm 51.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You 19.
Especially if you got kids older than that. Like, I'm
it's
not
different.
fucking nothing younger than my daughter.
Like,
that's my point.
It's different, bro.
My daughter 23, about to be 24. There's no way I can date. If I was single, there's no way I can date anywhere near her age. Like, it just don't sit right with me being being my age.
It almost feel manipulative.
Yeah.
Like,
and then that's the thing. Like, I feel like not to say young women can't think at a higher level, whatever the case may be, but what's the conversation of 51-year-old and a 19-year-old?
It's nothing.
What y'all relating on?
You trying to school them. That's all it is. You trying to school them. You molding them the way you want them.
You guiding them.
Of course, they don't know the shit you know. You've been around way longer than them. Like,
right.
But that was a thing for a long time. Like, if you look like grandparents and stuff like that, they all older than like. And I think it's finally like we be talking about this a lot. How like a lot of myths be just like not myths, but like things be just changing. Like people used to smack you on your ass when you made a good shot in basketball, and that shit just going away. I think like the thing with men just dating women that's super, super younger than them, that shit just gotta go away. Like it's no more you being 19 dating a 14-year-old or you being 50 dating like a 19-year-old. Like us as men, we need to start holding each other more accountable and start shaming motherfuckers for that. Like no more of the days where the I got me a little young buck. I red shirted her. She's 17, about to turn 8. No, that shit ain't cool. Like
I wouldn't do it. And coming from me and my lady has got some time apart, like age wise. But the thing that attracted to me is she didn't act or think like a person, a woman her age. So it was like, wow, I could really like talk to her. She understood what I was saying. I understood what she was saying. Like it was easy to talk to her. So that was a lot that happened with us, but still she wasn't 19. She wasn't even 24. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just couldn't see myself doing it.
Yeah.
Personally. I do think that it's like a maturity level because you can meet somebody that's your age that ain't as mature.
For sure.
Yeah, that's true. Like, everybody who get older don't mature, so that's the thing.
Age don't make you mean maturity. Yeah.
And I think like, for me, something that always bothered me, I'm gonna touch on the age thing real quick. Something that always bothered me was like in the community, from my experience, when I seen like older guys from the neighborhood, right? And I'm like, damn, like you chose that girl, right? But even though she's legal, you watched her grow up. Yeah. So it's like, damn, was you like praying on that?
Yeah,
like I'm always looking at that, like, damn, like, cause you don't just jump right into it. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you knew this girl for let's say 10, 15 years, you dig what I'm saying? From when she was a kid, like you been thought about that.
But that's the crazy part. Like how? Like how
you been thought about that?
That whole like super young type shit that just gotta die. But I think it's a matter of like us keeping. We gotta start holding each other accountable for stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, because a lot of people look at it as like a accomplishment. Like, yo, I bagged this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I'm 50 something. I bagged this 20 years old.
Yeah, it make you feel like you're young.
Like I got something. No, that shit is nasty, bro.
Nasty. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how young she is.
Especially like niggas be grandpops. Like,
Yeah.
like, come
Yeah,
on,
like you an old grandpop out here.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this too, because this was a thing that was like relevant the last couple while. Like, women shouldn't be doing that shit either.
Facts.
Like, you need to start dating your age. Like, everybody praised Tracy Ellis Ross when she was talking about, yeah, I'm 30-something and I'm 40-something and I like the young boys that don't have no kids. That shit foul too. Yeah. It's the same type of mentality. And then women mature way faster than men anyway. So that 19-year-old probably think like he's 16 for real, So you definitely, 50s with that. You can definitely run into a mature woman. You're not going to run into like a mature man. Like, because we always a couple years behind anyway. Like, it's been studies that they said they should start boys at 6 years old in kindergarten, like a year behind, to give them a chance to mature. So, but that shit shouldn't be cool for anybody. Like, dating your age, like, I give it the 10 years and stuff like that, but dating your age, I do understand though, like, adults is adult. Like, if you 50 and somebody 40, you adults. Like, it's the time period where somebody 18 and you 32. Like, no, that's two different people. Like,
that's the bad thing.
But even at like 50 and 35, it's like, I get it. But at least at 35, you had a chance to experience life. You had some failures, you had some positive things going on. You know what I mean? You had a chance to walk through life. Like, at 19,
if I could tell somebody again, like, if I could redo it and I'll tell somebody don't get in that one relationship in your 20s. Don't even start dating until you're 30 years old. The worst thing you can do is date. I mean, you could date, but I wouldn't get into no serious relationship at 20. Because the relationship I was in at 20, all I did was cheated. And I shouldn't have been in a relationship. Like, real shit, you should not be in a relationship in your 20s. You shouldn't really start settling down with somebody until you're 30.
That's why I agree. That's why a lot of us be like, oh, when I was younger, that shit didn't count. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we chalk a lot of the relationships.
That's why shorties be trying to cross that shit off their list. No, you was getting busy.
No, it happened, shorty. You was getting busy. Anything before 18 ain't count. Anything before 21 ain't count.
But what we got for what man can't do this week, Half? What we doing? You know, it's every week we coming with the what man can't do, because they always telling us something we can't do.
What was it this week? Hold on, give me a second. No, I don't remember.
I got it.
What was it?
I got it. Damn. This week they saying, as a man, why are you not speeding in the car? Like, why are you going to speed limit as a man? Like, why are you sitting there driving 35 in the 35? You a grown man. You supposed to be doing 60
we can't
in the 35.
Have nothing, bro.
You can't even follow rules.
That's as a man or what woman can't do, because we got 2 segments, bro. That's as a man.
No, this what women.
What men can't do.
What men can't do.
So we can't. We supposed to be speeding.
You supposed to be speeding. Men cannot follow the speed limit. You can't follow the speed limit. You can't follow the speed limit. Like,
these shows always have me dying, because
we gonna put the clip up. But she said, like, yo, why is you doing 35? Like,
now listen, I'm giving you experience. My lady I call her the getaway driver. She drives like she's always trying to get away from the law. And it kills me. I'm in like wind blast like a motherfucker. And then when I get in the car, I'm chilling. I don't drive crazy, but I guess we supposed to speed. I don't know. According to this, I'm supposed to put the pedal to the floor.
That's a bad joint. That's a bad joint.
Yo, man. I love these joints though. They have me fucking crying.
They not even like
realistic.
They're not even realistic. Though. Like, that's not, like, why are you criticizing men? Why are you criticizing men for following the rules? Like, what we in high school? Like,
saying though, they gotta have something to talk about that we do. So that's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So what y'all think? Y'all think this one valid or not?
No,
I don't even got X. I don't even got X. This one
it's never valid.
It's never. I don't think one. No, we had one that was valid.
One that was valid.
Which one? What the chime card?
Yeah, I told niggas was valid. I'm stamping them on the chime.
That was the only one, right?
Yeah. I'm stamping them on the chime. I don't agree with that. I'm stamping them on the chime.
One agreed with it. He said the chime wasn't valid. What else we got? Let me see.
This is a good one. The As a Man joint.
All right.
This was a good one this week. We had
all right, so as a man, if your spouse, sorry, say you married now, you have kids by somebody else, you married, you moved on. Now your child is having a birthday party.
Yeah.
as a man, are you not attending a birthday party if your spouse is not invited?
So if my new shorty can't come, am I not going to my kid party?
To your kid party.
So
Sweet 16.
Who paid for it?
Most likely you. Or half.
I'm gonna assume.
Well, let's say you're late. I'm not to cut you. I'm sorry, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say let's go half.
Because as a grown man, you should at least be going.
Yeah,
half. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that it's an issue, right? But for me, I'm all for my child, man, or so my children.
You telling Shorty she gotta stay?
She gotta stay down.
Yeah.
Like, and if it's an issue, I'm gonna holler at you later. Like, I'm gonna holler at you when I get back home. Like, go. I'm for my child and I'm for my children. Like, I have to be. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, whether it's a disagreement or not, I still have to be a dad. And I don't never want to feel like the rapport I built with my child, the relationship I built with my child, like, oh, daddy not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of that. Like, we can worry about that later.
Let me ask you this question. What if you married?
I'm still going to that party.
Yeah, fine.
I got to get to that party. I have to.
Go ahead, sport.
I got to. I got to get to that party. Married, I got to get to that party.
So you leaving wifey home. Wifey, you got to stay home. Or if you married, you bringing her and say, F the invitation.
I wouldn't bring her because at the end of the day, right, I don't know what she's walking into. You know what I mean? So now it's like that might be some real animosity. That might be some real trouble. You know what I mean? Some real drama. To where as though I'm thinking I'm the man. All right, I'm bringing her. We married, and now some shit pop off, and the party don't even matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys stay down. If that's the issue, you guys stay down.
We in there mixing.
Yeah, we in there mixing and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a tough one because I'll be dealing with this too. Like, I think it's tough, but I think it's very key for your kids to still see their parents together.
Facts.
Just their parents too.
Yeah.
Like, regardless what y'all relationship, y'all together, y'all not, but y'all still that person, that your daughter, your son, whatever it is, y'all still their parents. They should see you together. They shouldn't have a relationship of y'all. They shouldn't have memories of all y'all just being separated. Mm-hmm. So at that point, you do have to be able to be cordial enough to be in the same room. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a level of respect to it that boyfriend and girlfriend, you gotta stand down. Like, married, I think once a person become married to somebody and they realize they're gonna spend the rest of their life with their person, I think, like what you were saying, I think that's Shorty. She wrong for saying that. Like, if you all the way there, like if that's just a boyfriend, tell you, leave your man at home. Like, if that's just my girlfriend, I'm telling her, yo, you gotta stay. This not that type of joint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it's my wife, I'm going to bat for her to come because this not somebody I'm just with. Like, this not no fling or nothing.
Yeah.
This somebody that's gonna be in my life all the time.
Right.
So I get that. But if it comes to the point where like she really gotta stand down, I'm not missing my daughter party. I'm not missing my daughter party. And I'm a big component because I deal with this shit sometimes. I'm a big component. Like, all right, I look like I'm gonna have to throw another Sweet 16 my damn self.
There you go.
So my thing is like, I'm gonna make that, like, that's a conversation that we gonna have and we gonna clear up early. Like, who coming and who not coming. And if we can't decide on who coming and who not coming, then we just gonna do two different things.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times the easier way to handle that shit is people just be doing two separate things, but that's not what your kids want all the time. Your kids want their parents together. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a lot of ego and pride you gotta put aside to it. I'll be having to deal with that shit a lot where I just be like, some shit gotta be okay with me that I'm not okay with, and I be kicking myself in the ass because it's like, yo, if I knew this shit was gonna turn out like this, I definitely would have stayed where the fuck I was at. Like, so I run into this shit a lot, but like, I'm not missing nothing by my daughter. And whoever your spouse is, or whoever your girl, your fiance, whatever, they should know they gotta stand down.
Yeah.
See, I must be disrespectful because I don't even ask. I just bring them. I just bring them. Even when I was married, like if it's something important, like it was graduations and stuff while I was married, I brought my wife. I didn't ask.
That's your wife. You should have had
to. That was my wife. Yeah. But even like fast forward now, my son went on the prom a couple years ago, and I brought my lady.
But did she know you had a girl though? Like,
she know I have a girl. It was never, nothing was established where as though I don't want her there or this, that, and the third. So I just brought her. She helped me with buying his stuff for prom and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be like, yo, you can't. You gotta sit this one out because my baby mom is crazy.
Exactly.
So in that case, but I do have a lady that if I was to be like, listen, I'm gonna just go because I don't know how to, I don't know how the temperature gonna be with her. Is you just fall back. I understand you gotta be there for your kids, this and the third. She gonna rock out with that, but I never asked personally. I just bring them. But
that's the thing too. I ain't mean to cut you off, but though, like, it's a level of like, I know a lot of women, a lot of men doing that, being in this co-parent era where it's like, oh, you could watch the kid, you could buy stuff for the kid, you could do all this, but you gotta stand down whenever I tell you. No, I'm involved with that kid life. That's not fair to that your spouse, your girl, whatever. That I trust you enough for to be around her all day. But because her father said this, you can't show up. Like that's not fair to them.
And then I wouldn't feel no type of way if the shoe was on the other feet. Like that's your man, that's your support system. He coming to support you and your children at the end of the day. Like I don't feel no type of way. Me personally, I don't feel the type of way about it. But like I said, I just bring them. I don't even ask. Yeah. And then I deal with the consequences later.
Yeah. No, me and May, man, we
no. But just because we're different with y'all.
No, my thing is like if me and like her boyfriend or just in general, if we got a level of respect for each other, then we can everything cordial. But if we wasn't sitting across the table anyway, then we not gonna sit across the table with my daughter here or whatever the case. So that's how I look at it. Like
now, if it's
a level of respect,
if it's issues, then it should be there. It should be understood. And your woman should know that. Like if you really got an issue with my kid's mom,
then no.
Then regardless what you do for me or how you help out, you should know you ain't going.
Right. That's my thing. That's my thing because. That's the perfect point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You ain't going. Regardless what you bought or what you did.
The issues override everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Because we're not going to fuck this up for the child.
The issues override everything. And that's why I said, I'm assuming that it's an issue.
If they can't come, it got to be an issue.
You know what I mean? We just going to keep that where it's at.
Yeah, and you got them girls that want to come. They suiting up, putting on sneakers and everything because they know it's about to be drama. Nah, that's the ones you should leave.
Stand up.
That's the ones you shouldn't even be with because you trying to bring drama to my child's party. It's something deep in your core that I should be with
but
you.
Like
and I'm not that type of person that's going to encourage that. Like, man, fuck that. Come on. Like, who she talk? Now I'm hyping her up for her energy to not even be worried about the party. She's worried about
at that point. It's not about.
It's not about the kid no more.
So exactly. But like you said, assumingly it got to be a problem if somebody's saying, "Yo, this person can't come."
Yeah. Now that in that case, then we gonna have.
And too many times that like, and me just being a co-parent now, and this is a new space for me. Like, the child trump everything.
Yeah.
Like regardless what you like, I put my pride aside for so many things because the child trump everything.
Facts.
Long as my kid's cool, that's what mean the most to me.
Yeah. So
like, I wouldn't dare a nigga be thinking like, yo, I gotta make sure my girl cool because she gonna be mad at me. What the fuck? Like not. With all due respect, fuck your girl, your kids. Your kids is gonna be mad that you tripped at the damn joint. Like, and people got this I don't want to be alone syndrome that make them prioritize their girl and their boyfriends over their kids.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a bad joint.
And trust me from experience, even if your kids think that you are prioritizing them, it's a bad joint. Like, it's
like you don't
ever want to get out of.
Yeah, you don't want your kids to feel like they competing with your time. With your lady.
It's a tough spot to get in. Get out of. Trust me. Trust me.
I like having a daughter and stuff like that. That shit is But this 85.
85.
85. We alive.
We still kicking, man.
We rolling.
Hit them with the slow.
Things is rolling, man.
85 is heavy, man.
Yeah, that's heavy. We about to hit 100 soon, but y'all know what it is. As long as you're in progress, you're not failing. It's a dip. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir.